I'm not really.
A divorce agreement? Carol, where's this coming from?
I want a divorce.
Carol, where is this coming from? You were fine this. Carol, you were fine this morning.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Clips here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst couples I can find. And like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end. But in this first one, it is absolutely wild. This woman decided to cheat on her husband with her own landlord.
Neither one of these men about to let her inside their houses. She gonna be homeless forever.
I need you to let me in your place. I'm outside. I just need you to let me in. Cause as you know, my husband is really upset. And I know like you think it's his baby and not yours, but I know it's yours. So you should just let me in. I really need a place to sleep tonight.
Listen. Shut up and listen. First of all,
do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Yeah, lady, congrats. You just ruined your life. And honestly, if I was that landlord, I wouldn't really help her out either. You still have no idea who that baby even belongs to. So I think she's just guessing as best as she can.
Look at this guy. Is that a dog cone?
We got to draw some lines. This shit getting out of hand.
I'm on my third Seniors date and I got up to use the bathroom and my date said, "Oh my gosh, what if you missed something?" And I said, "No, it's fine. Nothing crazy happens right now." And we both stopped and stared at each other until I walked away. I'm cooked. I'm cooked.
Yeah, first off, going on multiple dates with multiple people is wild, but seeing the same movie 3 times is even more insane. Like, what's the point of that?
Must be so weird having a son. Like, you're just like living with this random guy. And it's like, what common interest would me and my son have besides like my boobs?
And this is exactly why I just don't like feminism, because it turned into something like this. It has nothing to do with equality, and it just has to do with hating men as much as possible.
What are your head requirements? 50K, brand new car, brand new house, and brand new everything. Hey, okay. It's gonna have to be 50K, a little bit of gold, actually a lot, and then it's gonna have to be a G-Wagon and a house in the blood. Hey,
yeah, do these women think that we're Santa Claus? They're just asking for like a wish list of random things that they think we can afford. Wait till they realize that Santa Claus isn't real and their expectations are stupid.
Men are never broke. Tomorrow we can be rich. All we gotta do is go talk to some old man, and tomorrow we could be at the dealership driving off in a nice car. Next week we could be moving into our new mansion. We could, like, y'all will struggle for years, and all we got to do is meet some dude that likes us a lot more than we like them. That's literally it. Okay? I promise you. Overnight success.
What? Yeah, this advice only works if you're just an escort or a street worker, right? I mean, she's pretty much saying that men can buy her anything as long as they're giving something up in return. Men are not doing this stuff for free. Yes, there is some truth to what she is saying, but you're paying up with your body, and we know what that's called.
Grow up, loser! Loser! Grow up, old man! Look at your AARP card.
Oh, you have one too,
You
don't
have
you?
one too.
Really?
Yeah, I could tell by the face work.
You want to insult my appearance with your f***ing fake teeth?
Yeah?
Yeah. Busted up grill?
Rotten teeth.
Are you kidding? Are we back?
Yeah, look at you. You're like,
What?
I'm not intimidated by you. I'm a what? I'm a loser? What are you, a winner?
Yes, I am.
I
hear how you talk to people.
I hear how you're talking to
Okay,
me.
okay.
Come on.
I'm done.
Good. Stop insulting my appearance.
Well, you're calling him an old man.
Excuse
It's pretty wild how some older people can live their entire life and still not know when to walk away. It's not even a maturity thing. I think it's a personality trait and an IQ problem if you ask me.
I'm just hurt because like today was supposed to be my day. You know? Nobody told me Happy Mother's Day. I'm sitting here washing the dishes on my day.
It's just another day. It's a made-up day anyway.
It's not a made-up day. Everybody celebrates Mother's Day.
No, it's just another day to get men to spend money. Just like any other day, I tell you I love you every single day, but you need a title for it?
You don't think I'm worth to spend money on?
Yes, but you need like a title on it? Then why is it gonna,
well, how would you feel if I,
how would you stuff all the time?
How would you feel if I did match the same energy on Father's Day? How would you feel? How would you feel if I put this little effort into Father's Day?
You don't. I mean, you always do stuff I don't ask you to.
But you don't do anything for me. And that's what hurts my feelings. So you're just not going to do anything for like the last couple of hours, I guess?
I'm going to work in the morning. I'm going to go to bed.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna have to go against him on this, and I really do feel bad for her as a mother. Now yes, a lot of holidays are just an excuse to spend money, but this man is pretty much saying, but you can't use that excuse for every single holiday. You're telling me when Christmas comes around, Thanksgiving, you're gonna keep using the same excuse that, oh, it's just an excuse for me to spend money? No, you're just gonna be a boring person, and I think out of all holidays that exist, Mother's Day is definitely up there.
It's very pretty, I'm so proud of you for getting it. He's been thinking about it for a little while, and you made the jump. What inspired you to make the jump finally, to get me permanently tattooed on you?
I think it was just a combination of things. I was like feeling myself, I guess. I was feeling particularly confident and happy with where I was at. And I felt like that was definitely like a prerequisite to get a tattoo. Like I was clear-headed and I was like, I'm doing it. I said I was going to do it and I did it. End of story.
This is a mental illness. I don't care what anybody says. Yes, of course, it's some fetish out there, and men really do like these kind of things. But something traumatic had to happen in their past. No way this man lived a completely normal life his entire life and still ended up this way.
Tell me why there are Onlyfans bitches applying, talking about how they stream. We're not talking about streaming on Onlyfans, nigga. You can't get in because you a stream. What the fuck? I had to search that up. Can you live stream on Onlyfans? Why do you think you live streaming on Onlyfans is gonna make you come into Streamer University? Tacky, thanks for the 10 gifted. Appreciate it. Like, nigga, like, how does that even make sense?
So apparently, if you guys don't know, this guy, this streamer, ended up starting a whole, like, university, helping out new streamers, and pretty much just get them on their feet. However, a bunch of OnlyFans chicks were applying because they thought they were credible enough to join, or they were talented enough to join. After he rejected their offer horribly, they ended up making their own school called BOP University. Check it out.
Hello, everybody. I am gathered here today with my team to discuss recent talk on Streamer University. As you guys know, the infamous 5'2" streamer by the name of Kai Cenat is not allowing BOPs into the university. So me and the team have made an executive decision to start BOP University.
Our goal here with BOP University, as opposed to Streamer University, is to not discriminate against BOPs. We want to create an inclusive environment and community for everyone to feel comfortable and safe. So, more information coming soon.
Yeah, so pretty much what you're saying is, these women are perfectly fine with encouraging young women to pursue OnlyFans as well, and they're even willing to help them out get on their feet. In my opinion, this is no different than a drug dealer making a community or a course saying, hey guys, I'll teach you guys how to sell drugs.
My biggest advice to anybody is just watch who you lay with, man. Just watch who you lay with, man. You attach demons to yourself, man. Just... and believe people the first time you see them show themselves. Just believe it, man. When you hear stories about that person, just believe it, man. Because you ain't no different. It's just a matter of time, bro. Just a matter of fucking time.
Yeah, that's exactly why I always preach to you guys, stay far away from women like these, and just don't even sleep with these kind of women. If you guys start messing around with them, you're gonna slowly start catching feelings for them, you're gonna start hearing them out, you're gonna start thinking that all of the traumatic experiences that they had in the past was actually not their fault, that they're actually a good human being. But that's exactly the red flag. If they're always the victim in every single story that they tell you, that's the red flag for you to move on and leave. No one is a victim that many times.
I see you're expecting again.
I am, yes.
What number's this?
Number 4.
Good Lord, 4?
I know. There must be something in the air.
Yeah, probably your legs.
Yeah, if X really did exist, this would be mine. This is just stupid. The crazy part is these women will say that men are scarier than bears, but allow a random man to pick you up. Makes sense.
There's a whole truck. Stop the car.
Why wasn't he stopping?
Cars going straight have the right of way. Cars turning left have to wait. Right? You okay?
Yeah. I'm glad you stopped that.
Yeah, this guy has the patience of a saint. Honestly, it's braver than any man I know. I'm not sure why he's putting himself in harm's way like this, but it's just not worth it, man.
But what do you do?
Model and act.
You model and act?
Good personality.
So what's considered a good personality for you?
Not too hard to deal with. You know,
you gotta deal with a lot of that.
Cool, not a little attitude.
Okay.
That says so much about you because he didn't even explain what hard to deal with meant from his own eyes. What?
Yeah, these women are just telling on themselves at the end of the day. If you think it's a red flag if a man says, hey, I don't want to deal with any headache, then you are a headache. You are the problem. But these women don't want to be easy. They want to cause problems in the relationship and don't want to take any accountability.
My kids knew about my wife's affair and helped her cover it up. I saw an unsaved number saying, I can't wait to see you, and then a kissing emoji. I froze for a second. I clicked on the message and saw a short thread mostly confirming dinner plans for that evening and how they missed each other and once a week just wasn't enough. I knew what I saw. 29 years of marriage down the drain. Hoping to catch her in a lie before she left the house, I texted both of our daughters and asked them about the girls' dinner. What happened next broke me to my core. Both girls confirmed the dinner and said they were excited. I couldn't believe it. Not proud of what came next, I turned her location sharing on with me in her phone and let her leave. I followed her to the restaurant and lo and behold, neither daughter was there, but instead a man I knew was her boss. I was so heartbroken.
Yeah, honestly, who needs enemies when you have a family like this? I'm not even sure what I would do in this situation. This is probably one of the worst cheating stories I have ever heard of. And I think I would literally leave the country, start a new life, and change my last name.
Hey, what you doing? Oh, I got a dog too. You want to see my dog?
Sure.
All right, look. I know, right? Hey, we can fuck now, right?
You better go somewhere and beat your meat.
Ever heard of an ambulatory wheelchair user? This is someone who has use of their legs, but still chooses to use a wheelchair sometimes.
Once again, just a mental illness. And honestly, just a huge disrespect to every single disabled person out there.
Naughty.
Yet sometimes a man just needs his own time to himself. I really do feel bad.
I'm raising my standards. Here are types of men that I will never, ever date. Number one is the fashion guy. I just know if your outfit is that good, you are manipulative. Like, you look good and you know you look good, and men should never know that they look good. Stop that. Number two is the soft boy. I know what you are. You don't want a girlfriend. Older man, bro. Like, I can justify the behavior between the two of us because I have daddy issues. What's your excuse? You have unborn daughter issues? What the hell? Why do all of you insist on oh my god. Intermission because I can't deal with the trauma. Yeah. Any boy that lives in LA County, all of it, the entirety of LA County, you're wicked. You are beyond evil. There is something sinister so wrong with you. I mean, all of them. What the hell? This one is embarrassing to even say, and I have nobody to blame but myself for this. Frat boys. Oh, God forbid a white boy catch a vibe. I tried it one time and I was like, oh my god, yes, time. Maybe it's time to take your head out of your... Any guy that plays anything in a band, he could even be like the band manager.
Yeah, does anybody see a trend going on? She pretty much dated every single type of man out there. And you're telling me that all of these men are all red flags? No. Once again, if you listen to a woman enough, she'll pretty much tell on herself, and that's exactly what she did in this clip. You can't be a victim this long, this many times, with this many relationships. At some point, you gotta realize that this woman is the problem, and she's the red flag.
Not agree with giving a man anything. Nothing. I would never let a man live in my house, drive my car, take my money. A woman should never give a man anything. And that's because men thrive and men are the best versions of themselves when they are independent and they're making money. A man will start to resent you if you start giving him everything. If you start providing materials for a man, you think it's going to make him love you, but a lot of the time it makes a man resent you, because naturally men are supposed to be providers, and that's where their sense of man comes from. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, don't give a man shit.
This is just another clip of women keeping other women single. This is not how you become a wife at all either. Treating men horribly just to get what you want from them. Maybe yes, this advice will work with simps because they have no self-respect, but this advice won't work on men that they actually want. You think a high-valued man is gonna deal with this BS? Absolutely not. You think he's gonna wipe up a woman like this? No, he's not. They're just delusional.
Beta! What's your name?
Lilith.
Does height matter?
No.
Yes. Sometimes.
Well, sometimes.
So if a guy's shorter than you, you'll date him?
I'm 5 foot.
There's some guys that are short, like 4'9", 4'8".
That's a midget.
What about a guy your height, 5 foot?
Yeah, I probably would.
You would date a guy that's exactly your height?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
So if I was this height, you date me?
Yes.
Yeah, part of me is really saying that the bigger girl isn't telling the truth. She looks like she was hesitating at the end there.
Vape? Nah. It's a 3D printed dragon that's covered in roses. How cool is that? Now, a lot of people are wondering why I went to prison. And I'll be honest, I went to prison for being too funny and too sexy. No, it's because I shot my son 6 times in the chest.
Now, judging by this man's age, if he really did what he did, he would be much older if he got out of prison. So I don't believe this.
Her couple overtakes this car. The woman sitting inside gets angry and starts shouting at them from the moving car.
What are you doing?
And this woman tried to hit the biker.
No. She tried to. 7890. Smile for the camera. Smile. Smile. Smile.
Then the angry woman stops these bikers and starts shouting at them. She also stops the biker couple from making a video.
Karen, get in your car, Karen. You want to put your hands on me?
The couple calls the police and hands over this woman to them.
What is the point? What did you think was gonna happen when you get out of the car? There's 2 different people against you. You're gonna beat them up? Like, I just don't understand how people just can't walk away or put something aside. If I hear anyone get into road rage, I just think they have a low IQ.
I haven't lost yet!
I've always been the weakest, and I've been mocked for it at every turn. But I still try as hard as I can. You see, I've been leveling up this whole time. I won't give in to fear. I can't get stronger that way. I'll fight, level up, and take what's mine.
Yeah, this is your daily reminder, guys, to hit the gym and change your life around if you don't like it. There's definitely a group of men out there, I'm not sure what kind of pill they are, I forgot, but they automatically assume that however they look or however their life is the cards that they're dealt and they can't change it. I completely disagree with that. You'd be surprised about how much you can change with a nice body.
Your mom think of your comedy.
Oh, she's like, just because you're ugly doesn't mean you're funny. You know, not ugly if you are funny. I said, Mom, I was not ugly. I was Miss China 2014. She goes, no, you're older. You're Miss Chinatown.
Damn.
You Miss Chinatown.
She's so quick on the goddamn draw.
Oh, quick as like, yes. She said you Miss China to Miss Chinatown.
I don't know if I want to be married anymore.
You said what?
I don't know if I want to be married anymore.
What do you mean you don't want to be married anymore?
I don't think I want to be married anymore.
What do you mean you don't want to be married anymore?
Can you sign up? We just need to fill it out and get it over with. I'm not really.
A divorce agreement? Carol, where's this coming from?
I want a divorce.
Carol, where is this coming from? You were fine. Carol, you were fine
crying this morning. Can we not? Can we talk? Can we talk? This isn't something you just come to on your...
The fact this man already had the divorce papers prepared really shows that this man was really fed up. This is not the first argument they ever had, and even though she is saying that they were good in the beginning or this morning, doesn't mean it's gonna stay like that permanently. It really does take a very long time for a man to get to this point, but I can almost promise you if it does get to this point, it's pretty much wraps. And there's no changing their mind. But that's just my opinion though, guys, because I just wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys do want more content just like this, please watch your videos you guys see at the top screen. It does my channel a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.